Good afternoon, all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's British Parliamentary Debate. My name is Habib Pratama Putra, and I will serve as your moderator for this round. The motion for this debate is this House would allow the use of performance-enhancing drugs in competitive sports. Before we begin, let me briefly explain the rules and structure of the British parliamentary format. There are four teams in one debate round consisting of opening government, opening opposition, closing government, and closing opposition. Each speaker will deliver an individual 7 minute speech. Point of information are allowed between the first and 6 minutes of each speech, except during protected time. Okay, let us now begin the debate. Please welcome the Prime Minister from the opening government to open the case. You have 7 minutes. The floor is yours.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we stand in support of the motion that this House will allow the use performance in changing drugs or PADs in competitive sports. First, let's clarify what performance in changing drugs or PEDs are. PEDs are substance or drugs used by athletes to enhance their physical abilities and improve performance beyond their natural limits. These can include anabolic steroid, human growth hormone, stimulants, and other substances that help increase muscle mass, endurance, strength, or recovery speed. While often associated with illicit use, PADs have a long history of use in sports and can offer significant performance benefit when used under proper medical supervision. Now we must ask is the ban on PADs truly effective? The reality is, despite strict bans, many athletes still use PADs secretly. The lack of proper regulation forces them to obtain this substance through illegal and unregulated sources, often leading to unsafe dosage and serious health consequences. Without medical oversight, athletes risk athlete risk long-term damage, including heart issues, liver failure, and other health condition. Moreover, the band create a culture of this harness where athletes who use PEDs must conceal their action, ultimately leading to the spread of secrets and corruption within the support industry. Rather than preventing the use of this substance, the ban merely pushes their use into illegal channels, making it even more dangerous. By legalizing and regulating PADs, we can ensure their use is monitored by medical professionals, allowing athletes to enhance their performance safely, just as they do with supplements, specialist diet, and ad- advanced recovery techniques. Second, does banning PADs make sports fairer? The notion that banning PADs creates a level playing field is a myth. Sports have never been entirely fair. Athletes already experience significant inequalities, some athletes have genetic advantage, such as better oxygen efficiency or superior muscle composition, giving them a natural edge over others. Additionally, access to elite training and advanced facilities and the latest sport technologies is often limited to wheelchair athletes or those from developed country, creating an inherent imbalance. If our goal is truly to create a fair competition, then the legalization of PADs under strict regulation will ensure that all athletes, regardless of financial background or biological condition, have an equal opportunity to enhance their abilities. Instead of letting privilege determine success, legalizing PADs will refocus the spotlight on skill, training, and dedication. Third, can the legalization of PADs provide economic benefit for the sport industry? Yes. By regulating and taxing PADs, we can create a new revenue stream for sport organizations, allowing them to invest in better medical research, athlete welfare programs, and anti-doping education initiatives rather than spending millions of dollars on ineffective anti-doping policies. Leagues and regulatory bodies could redirect this fund to ensure PADs are used safely under medical supervision. Furthermore, a more transparent and regulated approach will increase public trust in sports, preventing scandals and reputational damage that often occur when high-profile athletes are caught using banned substances. And legalized system could also create more sponsorship opportunities
Okay,
and
Prime Minister, thank you. Time is over. Next,
wait,
now
wait, wait.
please welcome the leader of the opposition from the opening opposition. You have 7 minutes. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We from the opening opposition strongly disagree with the motion that this House would allow the use of performance-enhancing drugs (PADS) in competitive sports. Our position is clear. Allowing PADS would damage the fairness of sports, put athletes' health at risk, and make existing inequalities worse. That's why we believe this motion is harmful and shouldn't be passed. The government says that if PADS are legal, it will be fair because everyone can use them. But we disagree. In real world, not everyone has the same access. Rich athletes and countries will get better drugs and doctors, while others will fall behind. This makes the gap between athletes even bigger, not smaller. If we make PADS legal, athletes will feel the must use them to stay in the game, even if they don't want to. PADS can cause serious health problems like heart disease, liver damage, hormone issues, and mental health struggle. By allowing PADS, we are creating a system that rewards people for harming their own bodies just to win. Sports should be about natural talent, hard work, and training. If PADS are allowed, winning become more about who has the best drugs, not who has the most skill or dedication. This makes victories feel fake and people will stop believing in the value of real effort. This motion is dangerous because it puts athletes' health at risk, makes sports less fair, and takes away the real meaning of competition. That's why we proudly stand against it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Uh, Leader of the opposition now, the Deputy Prime Minister from the opening government. You have 7 minutes. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Good afternoon, good morning, everyone. I will make some addition to the Prime Minister arguments. It's about health risks. The Prime Minister has already said that health risks is not longer a problem. Just as we know, we usually use PEDs in our daily life, just like caffeine in coffee and maybe um, isotonic drink that we use in workout. There's not bad at all, just how we use it and how we manage to take a benefit and reduce the side effect. So the legalizing of PEDs in competitive sport is not only a matter of fairness and safety, but also the way to acknowledge personal anatomy, improve transparency in sports, and boost scientific innovation. First, athletes should have the freedom to make informed choice about their own bodies, just like they decide how to intensively train or what diet to follow. They should also have the right to choose whether or not to use the substances that can enhance their performance, as long as it's done responsibly and under medical guidance. In a society that values individual